수, 어윤수, 트루, 방태수, 버니, 이재선, SOS, 김유진. 아프리카 TV 브레이크업 스튜디오 라이브 2020 GSL 시즌 코드 S 쇼다운.
Welcome back, everybody. It's been a hell of a day so far. Now we will go to the elimination match. Who will survive to go up against SOS? And I actually don't know who takes this with these two. Do you?
True and Bunny? I lean towards Bunny.
Okay.
Break it down.
I felt like he's a little bit stronger than True for a bit. So yeah, I'll lean towards Bunny here.
You might be right. I guess the match we saw with True today, hard to get a good idea of what late game would really look like, assuming we get to that here now.
Yeah.
I mean, Sue just really smashed, but Sue smashed SOS too, so maybe he's got a shot, but I think you're probably right. Bunny is probably a safer bet.
Yeah, I think so. It seems more likely to me.
Now here's the question, though. I mean, what if True figures out how to make a Nexus next to Bunny's command center?
Damn. Well, he might just want to make the Zerg version of this, which is a Nidus. Never a bad call.
Well, I would not be surprised if we have Nidus play here. Nightshade is going to be our map for map number 1. SOS waits in the final match, round 5 of Group A. Right now, it's Bunny versus True. The loser of this match is eliminated. The first player to be eliminated from the GSL Code S Season 1 2020.
All right. I'm ready, Tasteless. Bring me away. Here's the truth, though. I'm just waiting for SOS to play again.
I know.
He made the day. He made the day.
He's been playing very much like SOS today, completely crazy. So fun to watch. Our game is now finally loading up. Game 1 of Bunny versus True, best of 3, starts now.
전투 준비 완료. 퍼포먼스로 앞서가다 LG 울트라 기어와 넘버원 에너지 드링크 핫식스가 이번 전투를 지원한다고.
I like the red one.
카이지 게이밍 버니 이재선. 사이스톰 게이밍 트루 방태수.
All right, so you like the red one. Now, while you were in the bathroom, Andy came up and let me know that the Jin Air Green Wings coach said the red one is the worst one. So now that you and the Jin Air Green Wings coach have beef, I don't know if we can keep you at the GSL Beyond Year 10 Tasteless because the Jin Air players are here a lot.
Let me tell you something, Artosis.
Yeah?
I like to see what the players think.
Yeah?
Because what did he say the black one was better than the red one for the Hot Six?
Yes.
He's wrong. What are you doing? How embarrassing. Wrong. You shouldn't even be saying this with these mics on, Artosis.
How embarrassing.
This is so funny. He's like, hey, here's Artosis right now, guys. Hey, Tasteless. He thinks the Earth is flat. What do you have to say about that? And I'm like, well, Artosis, not a lot. Not a lot.
Damn.
I'll stand by
he and I have been shown.
Yeah, well, I'll let you two wear that one.
Oh, boy.
Now. And in fact, wait a minute, you haven't even tried the black or the red.
Look, I wasn't saying I agreed with him,
when
but
are you gonna try
I do value the coach of our best players over you, Tasteless. I mean,
Artosis, you need to try him.
I'll try him, Tasteless.
Today, we have packs of them in front of me right now.
We do have a lot of them.
Yeah.
I'll try them.
Are you going to try them or are you chicken?
I'm a chicken to try an energy drink, Tasteless.
Same early game we always have in TVZ. Reaper's chased out. pink energy drink better than black. I mean, everything, you know, going according to plan here.
So he's Overlord hunting.
Yeah.
The Overlords are not close enough for him to hunt.
You know what I just saw a couple days ago?
What?
Because, you know, everybody's been staying indoors, even in Korea where things have kind of calmed down a little bit more with the coronavirus. You know, you're staying inside, you end up watching a little bit more Netflix. I saw the original Predator again.
That's on Netflix?
It's on Netflix right now, yeah. So is the original
it's been a long
Alien?
time.
Or maybe Aliens is on it, excuse me. Oh, it's great, man. You know, Alien and Predator, that's basically the Starcraft story. We had anything we could draw from. I mean, the Predators are Protoss, the Aliens are the Zerg, the humans are the side that's losing in both of them.
Yeah.
Of those stories.
But
and we're
does
also talking
Ripley
about balance
eventually
online.
Does Ripley eventually fall in love with an alien, or how does that work?
Doesn't something like that happen in one of the Alien, like Resurrection, or one of the ones that we don't want to consider part of the canon because it's so
Actually,
bad?
I never saw the very newest Alien.
Oh, Covenant?
Whatever the very newest one is.
I think there was Prometheus came out, and then Alien Covenant came out.
Yeah, I think I saw the Prometheus one.
To be honest with you, they feel very weird to watch. They don't feel like as connected with the original.
I think they're supposed to be prequels.
They're prequels,
right?
but
yeah.
I mean, it just I think the whole overall feel of the story.
Yeah.
Maybe I should try rewatching it, but I found it. Alien 1 and or Alien and Aliens or Alien 1, Alien 2, I thought were as they were like basically masterpieces. Then 3 got kind of weird. Although I guess I could. I think that's on Netflix
2 in a long
too.
time, but one I've seen recently.
I'm halfway through rewatching 2. I was checking that out a few days ago.
All right, so a little bit of a roach push. The Banshees are here, so it like can't do anything by definition. Like made some SCVs run.
It's a little bit of pressure early on,
Yeah.
slow down the momentum of Terran, and it's not an attack that's committed to doing very much of anything. That's why you see him making drones behind it.
Yeah. Keeps the Terran back for a moment, I guess, which is nice. Did end up killing 4 SCVs. That was about 2 more than I thought he'd get.
Now, how many Predator movies are there?
Oh, I don't know.
I'm much
actually.
more engaged with the Alien franchise as a fan.
Yeah.
I think that's everybody, though, right?
Yeah, it is.
Predator's cool, but you're not like, oh, Predator's better than Alien. It's like, oh, you like don't know what's going on.
You can't even have Predator without Alien, right? So it's like...
Yeah, it seems actually... Okay, here's my take on it. I think that Predator...
You can't have applesauce without apples. Who eats... Do you eat more apples or more applesauce? You eat more apples, of course.
Applesauce. I mean, wait!
You fool.
Well, these Banshees coming through here, doing some decent damage over here to True. No, it seems like actually Aliens... Wait, Predator had to come out before Aliens, right? Because Aliens follows the same theme of like a whole bunch of like machismo military guys are getting ready and they're all going to get whooped by this alien beast, whether it's the Alien and Aliens or the Predator and the Predator.
Yeah,
the same
I don't
opening.
remember. I was well, actually, I think it came out even before I was born, right? Aliens, the first one.
It came out the year that I was born.
Yeah, okay.
Because my mother was pregnant with me when she saw it in the theater. This was
So that's why you're like this.
She gave birth to me like a week later, or like 2 weeks later, or something like that. So
you got scared out of her.
yeah, that's when my mom was like, "Oh, I'm in labor," and then Taste popped out, GG, right through the chest.
Oh my. All right, so I mean the Banshees did a little bit of harassment there. Looks like Bunny starting to move out. Does have his third base on location. 1-1. Pretty well ahead of True's 1-1 at the moment. True, no Baneling speed. Not quite yet, as the Baneling nest is not done.
Bunny's moving through here. Let's see what this Link counterattack does. I think Terran can actually just wall this. He certainly has enough time.
Yeah.
So easy hold. He'll get the tank instead.
Yeah, maybe he'll do something, but he's going to lose his fourth. Like, the fourth just has no chance.
And the third, even if he loses some SCVs here, it's nowhere near as impactful as actually this getting either canceled or killed.
Yeah.
Canceled in this case. Terran can re-land here, hold this off, and actually reinforce. Now the question is Terran supposed to push into the third here?
Well, it's working out pretty darn well. Ling's coming in. Maybe he is going to have to pick up or not.
Well, it looks like he can
he
actually
will.
micro this back over to this corner. And this is actually a
being
really
so
good
efficient.
position. This is so... Oh, my God. The Medevacs just eventually don't have energy.
Yeah, that would be how he holds it.
Yeah, I think that we are at the point where Zerg might just straight up lose.
This actually reminds me a lot of a match that I think of quite often. Violet versus Bjorn from 2016 BlizzCon.
Yeah.
Where, like, Bjorn's first attack came and Violet died.
Yeah, yeah. Where you're like, well, that's not how any of my games
I'm like,
are supposed to go.
Wait a minute here. Look, he's killed about 100 lings already.
Wow. Bunny just massacring here. Still angry about that Nexus. By the way, getting the Spire and the Baneling's Nest has knocked the Zerg into the Stone Age as far as tech goes.
Oh my god. Yeah, there's a decent group of mutas out right now, so that's the only thing that True really has going for him, but it's against like 3 base. He's coming back to fight.
Well, maybe the mutas will win this fight here and then fly all the way across the map and kill everything Terran has. What do you think?
Yeah, that'll probably
happen.
I gotta say, so far today, I feel like we've been watching poor True just get butchered, you know?
Yeah, well, yeah, that's right. It's a fair statement.
All right, the mutas come up with some lings to try to engage again. It's not working, though. Yeah, nothing he did worked at all, even a little bit that game, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Tough one for True.
I'm trying to think of an apt metaphor for what we just saw was. I think that was like...
You know when...
You know what that game looked like? It looked like in the first Alien movie where the guy is in the vents and he's got the sensor. They're trying to tell him where to look. And then it's just Bunny's face like, ah, in the corner.
Okay. It kind of looked to me like, you know, like a kid that's like swinging his fist on you, just put your hand on his head. And like he can't reach you because his arms aren't long enough.
Yeah.
It felt like that, pulled up by a nuclear missile hitting that kid.
Okay, yeah. That's fair.
Yeah.
Eternal Empire for game 2. Now, I actually think Bunny might just close this out 2-1. Bunny's form looks so much better. I mean, even True's placement just kind of backfiring and actually hurting him there.
Yeah.
The fact that he had a Ling counterattack, which like did fine, but then he didn't have enough to hold the push. I mean, it seems like he's off balance with where he needs to be in a lot of these games. And it seems like straight up just one player mechanically is more, I don't know, superior, more gifted than the other, and just
Seems that way.
Outproduces and pushes and wins. Let's hope it's not that case and we tie it up 1-1. Otherwise, Bunny moves on to the final match.
전투 준비 완료. 타이즈 게이밍 버니 이재선. 사이스톰 게이밍 트루 방태수.
Well, I hope that True can pull it together and give us a good game here tonight. The ZVZs against Sue were really one-sided. That game against Bunny, really one-sided. So definitely not having a good day.
Yeah, so far not so good here for True. But, you know, maybe he can pull it together here. We could see a better performance overall. But yeah, I mean, for now, it just seems like Bunny is in better shape.
Yeah.
It's funny to say that, too. I think, you know, people don't appreciate how true that actually is. You have to be in shape with your game to be solid at StarCraft.
Oh,
you know, it's not just about being brainy and smart and understanding a lot about the game. You have to be fast enough, on top of your build enough, able to react, and have enough instinct about the game in general to really navigate that to a win. And that's why sometimes you'll see players who were very dominant in the past come and play in a tournament like GSL, and maybe they don't perform up to par, or a player who's historically been lackluster. You know, he's trained so hard, he's really in such good form that he dominates.
Well, I mean, I don't know what it is. Like, is this his actual level? I don't think so, because he's qualified here for Code S. I've seen him play much better than this in the past. But, you know, sometimes people do just have a bad day as well. Just the Reaper coming in. It's going to end up damaging a few Lings here. There's Lings.
Yeah, Artos?
Yeah. Well, I've been...
Hold on, someone changes batteries.
Oh my god, he just got a drone. Well, the thing is, there's nothing more boring than the original Reaper versus Ling battle.
Yeah, it's, half the time I feel like I should even bring it up, where I'm like, well, here comes that Reaper, they won't do anything.
Yeah.
It gets back up. But they have to do this because they have the unit, and you might as well just try. You have nothing else to use your APM for at that moment anyways.
Got to pick off the Overlord as well. So he got a drone, which is very uncommon with the Reaper. Now he's going to get an Overlord.
So things are...
They're not getting better.
Yeah, they seem to be getting actually worse. CC has started in over here for Bunny. We're still waiting to see what kind of game Zerg's going to show us. I mean, they have to drone up a little bit more, but you know, Zerg can be very, very macro-oriented or do a crazy attack. I don't know, but I actually at this point in time almost feel as though Troop probably should avoid a standard game, because everything that I've seen of him so far tells me that he's not really equipped to play it. And you know, in order to win at GSL, you got to get through each phase of the group. Do what wins.
Yeah,
we've seen that historically. You know, it's not, oh, this guy always cheeses or this guy always macros. It's really this guy just does what's going to win in this game. Mm-hmm. You know,
for the champions, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, well, just making a wall with a bunker actually. Banshee's popping out as well. There's really no chance of any damage happening to Bunny right now. He's very, very safe. Playing very safely as well with that bunker. Banshee actually chasing out some of the Lings. Kind of a funny spore placement there, but that'll guard a wider range variant.
Yeah, he doesn't want to have any free access with the Banshee moving through. You know, the blind spots the spores can't really cover. I actually don't think it's a bad investment.
No, it's okay. One extra spore is not going to be what spells defeat here for him.
And this really doesn't get to do anything. You know, there's enough detection around here that not worthwhile to keep this here. In fact, almost loses the Banshee. Banshee basically didn't pay for itself in any way. That includes the cloak too here. And now we've got Stim and the barracks coming here from Terran.
Well, the Evos are coming up. Okay, there's the E-Bays. Just a little tiny bit later, so that stuff's all lined up. I mean, we could just get into a macro game. This map, in particular, gives us some very good macro games in TVZ. I've seen a lot of good games here.
Yeah, both sides can get a decent number of bases here.
Yeah, it's hard to kill like that. 12 o'clock, True just put it down. You know, it's kind of far away. And then, of course, Terran can expand down and to the right in these positions. Just kind of a long walk to get over there.
Here comes that Baneling's Nest. So this has been a very quiet game overall, with very modest harass from the Terran. Zerg continuing to macro up. I thought True maybe would want to go for some kind of aggression early on. He really is not going to do that. He's going to go for a very heavy macro game. Just continuing to power up here.
Yeah, I kind of like this. That True is already sitting on 65 drones. He's got his Evos going quicker than the E-Bays.
Right.
Like, you know, that's some good solid macro play. Let's see it. I want to see, though, when Lair finishes, what tech he wants. Is he going to go Spire again? I want to see Baneling's speed start immediately.
I would not be surprised if he got a Spire again, for sure.
Yeah, I'm okay with that, or Hydralis Den. Like, I guess you could go rush towards Ultras right away, but I think that's really hard to pull off correctly.
No, I think Ultras are for much, much later on here.
I tell you, True's actually, like, he lost a drone early, he lost the Overlord early, right? Those two things were kind of bad. The Overlord he couldn't really stop. If you're going to lift your racks like that, you're going to get it.
You will lose an Overlord. Anybody will.
But he's playing right now. True's playing very solidly. This is much more the True I wanted to see.
Well, let's not forget that True is a really, really experienced player. I mean, I think
he is.
he looks to be the weakest player in the group, but he's got a lot of experience. You know, he knows how to pull it together in competitions, and so.
And when he puts together a good game, it's really good. And right now, it's looking really good. In fact, he is doing that rush up towards Ultras right now. He has that infestation pit. All right, catches some of the creep. Trying to clear all over the place, utilizing the Banshees as well. All right, nice harassment here.
Kills 4 drones, not really losing any Marines for the time being.
I gotta tell you, actually, I'm like really liking how True is playing this game. This is what I want. All right.
Yeah, I think he's comfortable in a macro game on this map. It's very hard for Terran to push. You can counterattack them pretty easily. It's a pretty far distance to go to.
Yeah, it's kind of it's a big map.
And because it's so big, early game pushes are just less likely, and I think True knows that, so he's really leaning heavy into economy, hoping that he's going to have a real army here to fight this. Now, drops are a threat. And that's we've actually seen that have some pretty big success over here. It seems like True is not really respecting the ability for Bunny to drop over here. And again, Bunny's so good with his control here. The amount of damage he's doing there is insane.
Yeah, well, like you said, drops are a threat, and this is because True doesn't have any anti-air. You can skip Hydras and you can skip Mutas in a situation like this, where you're just producing Massling Bane and rush up to Ultras to give you that kind of girth to your army. But you do sacrifice any sort of way to deal with medevacs efficiently. Of course, after you do get up into those Ultras, you should be throwing down a Spire for Corruptors at minimum, just to make sure that Liberators and whatnot don't completely seal the deal on your game. But right now, he's got a very healthy economy. He's got a good amount of Ling Bane. His upgrades are fantastic. Bunny is taking his 4th. You know, Bunny's doing what he does. Oh.
Okay, good defense here. True continues to attack in. There should be siege tanks somewhere to pelt this and drive it away, but for now he can't use that bottom base. Ultralisk Cavern not far off here. Okay, there's some of the tanks, so he can't get much further than that. But that's a good interruption there from Bunny. I mean, Bunny's not able to utilize that expansion just yet.
Absolutely. And like this little group, look, I mean, he's doing all right with it. His 2-2 is about to finish. Adrenal on the way. The Banshee's being really annoying. The lack of anti-air is really starting to show through here, I would say.
Oh my God. Okay, that was an overextension there. I don't think we had a single Baneling connect with a...
Hold on, though. Hold on, though.
Too soon. I was going to say, we didn't see a Baneling connect with any real good target here, but then he comes in there, does that damage to the natural. 9 kills so far. Not huge. Terran, though, still with a pretty massive army. The supply per army is double that.
Yeah.
True. So I'm starting to wonder when a push comes across the map, and keep in mind, one of the key things that Zerg has to defend is Banelings, which, you know, once they detonate, they're gone.
Yeah, as soon as you fight with Ling Bane, it disappears.
Yeah.
So
I mean, even when these Ultras come out, are there going to be enough Lings and Banes to actually make them useful? I don't know.
I think so. I think he's actually in good shape here, to be honest, even though it looks kind of funny. Like, Bunny still has a big economy and everything. Just the fact that he has his 3-3 Chitinous Plate on the way, he already has Adrenal, he has a good amount of Ling Bane. His creep spread is not fantastic, so that's something I'm a little bit sad about for him, but with 5 Ultras about to pop out, I think he'll hold everything for a little bit, but he's got to play smart right now. He's got to really utilize this moment in the game.
Bunny going to drop right over here over these Banes. This is not going to do very much. He'll have to pick up and leave here, even losing the medevac, but he's got to be careful. This isn't the cleanest drop and or push I've seen. You know, he's kind of running ahead with the Widow Mines and just losing them. There's so many Ultras now because True has invested so heavily into having a healthy economy. And, you know, these counterattacks from Bunny are pretty flimsy, man.
Yeah, he's not doing a whole lot. He doesn't have 3-3 on the way, so that's all the problems. But what we really need to see right now is a Spire. Ah, there it is. There it is. Dude, True's playing a really nice game after 3 games where we were kind of questioning, like, what's up with him? He has put together a nice, strong macro game. You know, still, obviously, we see his supply is a little bit low, but he has 4 Chitinous Plating Ultras. So, again, I think if he plays smart, he gets into his Corruptors, he can push back a couple more armies, maybe do some counter-harassment with some Ling Bane and make a game out of this. Oh, that was a nice snipe. That was a really nice snipe.
That was actually a very important drop that we saw back there.
Oh,
actually, this is huge.
Oh, my God.
Goodbye.
That's like, that was the most important thing in the whole game.
He's going to get the attack here, too. Nope. he'll have to pick up and leave. That was a pretty big snipe.
Yeah.
2 huge, very effective drops in a row now from Bunny.
Yeah, that carapace upgrade is so important.
Let's watch for this push up here because he's got Widow Mines. I want to point out Bunny's been a little bit messy with his Widow Mines. His Widow Mines kind of run into the action before they burrow and oftentimes aren't going off. Now, I think his Ultras, it's definitely enough that he could drive him off, but if Bunny's able to snipe the hatchery, that's all you need to do.
Yeah.
Especially with the Spire out so late. I mean, the Medivacs get free reign here. Instead, a counterattack here, hitting 6 o'clock.
Well, that is definitely a very good thing for True to take that out, but the fact that he's lost 2 hatches and his +3 carapace, and he's taking damage at his natural, makes me a little bit more nervous about his position than I was before.
Yeah, this is getting to be a pretty crazy back and forth game. I do worry though that now that True's been knocked back onto 3 bases, I mean, what we really want to watch for is how many Ultras are going to stay alive in this.
Yeah.
Because those are the big investments.
Yeah.
If he starts to lose Ultras needlessly, like he might here, if he can't get this under a spore, it does take a long time for Banshees to kill him. But if he keep that alive and stabilize, maybe he's got a shot, but right now there's really no way for True to attack out on the map, and so Bunny's taking the bottom, center, and the bottom right.
It's definitely a good way to do it. Now, if True can get his hatcheries back up, I really kind of want to see him making 2, but his economy is not what it once was. Maybe with the Corruptors coming out, he can start to gain a bit more value in these battles. Oh my god, a lot of mines are down there that he's running through right this second. Oh, my God.
Wow.
Those mines. Look at this. Oh, jeez.
And here's the thing. Terran just picks up and leaves. Corruptors are finally out. He can try to stay underneath this, but with a boost, they can just back up. He can unload somewhere else. He can macro up more infantry, rinse, repeat, probably knock True out of the GSL.
Yeah, it really looks that way right now. True has basically nothing left going on, right? He's on his original 3 bases. Mines are hitting him everywhere. He has 2 Corruptors. I think this is probably going to be his final attack.
Yeah, I think we're going to see him tap out here after this attack. Does not manage to do very much damage at all. Bunny playing brilliantly here.
Yeah.
GG.
Well, I tell you what, that last game from True, he made some things happen. He got himself into reasonable tech. It can get a little bit hard at that point to defend everything correctly, and unfortunately for him, Bunny sniped hatchery after hatchery, got some great mine connects and all that, canceled his +3 carapace, and True's economy fell apart before he could get any Corruptors really out. So, a tough game once again, and True is eliminated in last place for the group, but definitely showing a much better final game.
Well, I look forward to our rematch.
Oh, yes.
Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho.
Will there be any proxy nexuses?
No, probably not.
Damn it.
But there could be other crazy stuff. The proxy nexus is a metaphor for how insane SOS can be, how much he understands about StarCraft, and just every feature, everything. Okay, now we're going to do it. Now, hold on. No, you do this one first. No. Do this one first. Let's see. Okay, so try the black one.
This is the Storm.
All right, go. We got to go fast. We got to go commercial. All right, now do this one. And then we're going to come back. Go.
This one wins.
Yes, see? All right, go to commercial.